Hey guys, and welcome to yet another episode of Blank Dream. So, where we're at right now is we helped Ryutaru kind of come to terms with his death and what had happened, and we found out that my grandfather was incestuous with his illegitimate daughter, crazily enough. The one thing I did find out is I screwed up how to get the final ending. I didn't know because I'd never looked up exactly what was going to happen in this game, and I didn't really look too much. The more I thought about it, the more I was like, that's gotta be the door. Why can't I get into it? So I did look up what the deal with that door is, and I did something incorrectly, but I am gonna lie in my grave, as it were. So I'll get this ending, and then I will go back and I'll get the real, or the ending where I can fix both of them. So basically, I open the large door. I don't know what's gonna happen, but this is how you end the game. Huh? Hey. Hey! I forgot my friend. Ayato? Why are you here? Because this soul is necessary for granting your wish, says someone. Oh. Hello, me. So you successfully broke all the mirrors. Your wish will soon come true and this world's purpose will be concluded. What do you mean? The mirror world revolves around you, Mashiro. You hold dominion over it. Once a deceased girl wished at Mirror Lake, I wish my life had never even existed. It was a very strong wish, and to fulfill it, this mirror world was created. It was made solely to realize her wish. The other souls were just extras drawn into it. She should have granted her wish in this world she made, but she wasn't able to fulfill it, because she broke before she could. Just as she created this world, she lost everything, including her memories and her wish. So not knowing her purpose or who she was, she wandered this world and fell apart. That's in the past now, a concluded tale. Unable to achieve its goal, this world went on existing, sucking in souls who died near the lake with strong wishes. That wasn't Mashiro, was it? Of course. It was someone long before you, the first person to come to this world. Several years later, a girl threw herself into the lake. Amazingly, she had the same wish as the world's creator. And so that this world could complete its duty, it chose a new soul to control it. And so since you've carried the same wish, you become the new ruler, usurping the originator. The wish the world sought to grant stayed the same. Only the person in the center of it was replaced. I was made ruler of this world? The extra riffraff who feel jealousy towards you still see the broken originator as the rightful ruler. And maybe, broken though she may be, she's personally gotten in your way at times. Ugh, that must have been the shadow. Even so, you successfully broke all the mirrors without even wasting weeks or months being lost. You shattered and erased all remnants of you in the form of mirrors containing your past. Having recorded all your actions, I can attest to that. Crap. But it's not over just yet. The boy's soul is absolutely necessary for total erasure of your life, because he's simply too significant to you. Without eradicating his soul, your life can't be nullified. So it was none other than you who unconsciously bound his soul to this world, such that you could kill him by your own hand. I like that he's got the same face as everything else in the entire story that he's done. Huh? You aren't telling me I have to kill Ayato. What's the problem? You feel guilty for a second? But right after that, you'll have never existed. Mashiro, you're still suffering, huh? If you kill me, you'll be free from your pain. Right after my death, your conflict will end. It's your world. You can make the choice. Oh, he is the nicest guy. He's like, yeah, okay, eradicate my soul. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I've overcome a lot of obstacles coming here. I've looked back on my past and erased it. But is it really right to just make it so I never existed? Thinking back, it was a boring life. I wouldn't say it was entirely devoid of enjoyment. But if you asked whether I'd live the same life again, I'd absolutely refuse without a doubt. In fact, if I had to say, I've come to hate it all. I wish my life had never existed. And yet, I've learned that my mom and dad gave their best efforts for me, clumsy as they were. And I know there's a person who valued me, going so far as to come to this world to encourage me. Can I make all of that something never happened? Oh man, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. Dad's secret distress, Mom's painful effort, even Ryotaro's unusual concern for me. I can't just make it all be gone. That's not my wish anymore. Are you really sure about that? Whatever you think, whatever you know, it won't actually change the harsh reality. Are you still giving up your wish? I am. I see. I, the Mirror World, accept abandoning the wish. Its reason for being ends here. Huh? The world can vanish when the ruler's wish is granted, or they abandon it with clear intent. It won't be left up in the air like it had been. So will everyone here vanish? Except for you, Mishiro. To get straight to the point, you're not dead yet. Huh? Your soul has left your body, of course, but your body isn't actually dead. You drowned yourself, but as it happens, a passerby found you. They called it in right away, and though unconscious, you were saved. It was a failed attempt. Mishiro, when your soul leaves here, it'll be forced back into your body. But what you've done in this world won't be written off. The memories you erased by breaking the mirrors won't come back to you when you return to life. You didn't actually carry out your wish, so the actual past isn't gone, but your memories of it are. Maybe you'll remember talking with me a bit, but things like meeting me at the lake? Are you still prepared to leave this place? Can you live in a world you've given up on living in once before? I'll live, because I'm not dead yet. For you protecting me and what this world's given me, I want to give it another try. I see. That's a relief then. I'm not scared of vanishing without getting my wish. Because my wish coming true would just free me from this world. But now all the souls will be freed, right? That's a happy thing for me. I feel sure of it. Mishiro, leave incense or something at my grave. Think of it like saying hi. Okay, I'll be sure to find your grave. Sheesh. 7 years and it ends like this. As long as the ruler's satisfied, I suppose. Will the one who created this world go to heaven too? Not sure about heaven or hell, but they'll be free from this world to go where they go. That's good. I say, ruler, but you're more of a usurper, technically. Which is a better title. I'm a little scared about how much I'll forget, but I won't lose my time in this world. And I won't ever wish to erase the events to come. It's time to go. Okay, so that was a cute ending, but I want to grant that girl's wish very desperately. After that, I regained consciousness in a hospital bed. Apparently, I really had been saved, and my soul returned safely from the mirror world. My mother was there, looking at me in a way I felt she hadn't in years. Mishiro, you're awake! Thank goodness, oh thank goodness. If I had lost you too. I'm sorry, I'm sorry I drove you to do this, didn't I? My mother was shocked by my suicide attempt and apologized for her harsh discipline. My head felt very hazy. I only remembered that she was my mother, who became very strict at some point. It took a lot to recognize that as real. And as I thought about it, fear and unease toward my mother came from the gaps in my memory. But it's okay. Ryotaro had told me about the pressure on the Usuis, and how death had taxed my mother's mind. Now that I was able to accept that, it was easy to hold my mother's hand. all. My brain had suffered memory loss, and I could no longer remember many past events. I remembered Ayato as someone important to me, but I had no concrete memories. That's the saddest part. But I distinctly remembered talking in the mirror world and felt considerable warmth from that alone. I clearly remembered Yuzu and Ryotaro too. I'd probably only met them in the mirror world. Ultimately, my mother gave up on the inheritance, and we lived a simple life together. Things are a little strict at my high school, but I think I can handle it now. After all, this is the world I've come to after many shortcuts and detours. Okay, I'd better get to bed. I have school tomorrow, and tonight I hope to have good dreams. Okay. Now we will set it right. We will set this record straight. I'll let I guess it's gonna make me. I was gonna say we can watch the credits after the final ending, but we'll let this play real quick. And I'll give a little bit of how I feel about this game. I truly enjoy this game. I know parts of it are really frustrating. Like the part when I didn't know how to run, and when some of the things just seemed challenging for challenging's sake. But overall, it was a good story with good characters. The game looked good, sounded good. And the gameplay was just fun. Like, the puzzles were just hard enough most of the time. And, like, even though I played this game for, okay, this is episode, 8 now? And if this episode ends up going a half hour, I'll just sit through the dialogue we've already read, but if this ends up going half an hour, then that's like 4 hours of me playing, even though there's only like maybe 2.5 hours of documented gameplay. It was just like, it was a game that just, it took effort, and the effort that was put into it, making it, was obvious. And I was a little worried when I picked out this game, because I read what it's about, and I was like, oh god, I'm gonna cry on camera, the mic is gonna pick it up. But, it was just so good. This too is a proper ending. Oh, that's nice. That makes me feel nice. It feels like I didn't do something wrong. Okay. So, I think this one? Let's do this one. Because this is before I went in the door. Okay, this was before the mirror. So let's load up this one. Yeah, this is just before the door. So what we have to do in order to get the final everyone's got their craps together ending is we just don't go through the doors just yet. I might have to go back further. I don't think so, though. Let's take her and try to get in. Oh. Oh, I think I still have to find her mirror first. Okay. Which was in here? Okay. Okay, this is down here. I hope she confessed to the girl, and I hope it all worked out. And I hope she died from being too happy. That's what I hope. She was just too happy, and everything good happened to good people. Okay. So we should be able to get into her door as well. Okay, yeah, see. So, and we'll do everything on the save file 5 now, because now we know at least. Okay. So we will go get her, number 1. And then once we get her, I think we can go into both of the back rooms. And we'll skip quickly through Ryotaro's. Because we don't need to hear about crazy, incestuous love triangles. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, ugh. Okay. So where are you? Here we go. So now we take her back with us. Boop, boop, come on, run. No. We're going to grant everybody's wishes and everybody's going to be happy forever. Okay. Let's go. The mirrors show Yuzu's reflection. Seems a little different from the others, like the atmosphere in the area. I never would have found this place myself, even after literal years. Look, let's cut the chatter. I'm just too worked up. Let's go for it. Let's see, if hypothetically I were to die soon, then you should forget about me. Oh no. A few days ago, the body of Yutsuro Hinohara was found in Mirror Lake. Why? Why did Yutsuo? Oh, maybe that's his sister. Okay, I've got this. No, it hasn't been enough. We didn't spend enough time together. Has Hanasaki seemed gloomier lately? I mean, she got along with Hinohara, so I can understand being depressed, but it's not like that kind of gloominess. It's like the local library isn't enough. They don't have books on this stuff. I need seances, necromancy. It all lacks credibility. I don't want this fake cult nonsense. Yuzu, have you been going to class? If I open the gate this way. Today marks a year to the day. Wait for me, Yutsuro. I've been studying up this past year. And now I'm going, oh no. Sweetie darling, don't. Okay, so the sister was the original. The girl who died exactly a year to the day was her. Oh, because I remember the curse with the kids in the classroom. Okay, I connect. All of these dots are connected now. I remember it all. How I died, my wish, and everything else. Of course, there's no such thing as black magic. I must have been on the brink, huh? Well, I'm kind of exhausted getting all those memories dumped on me. Once I've sorted things out some more, I'll tell you my history and my wish, Mishiro. Oh, you were going to go up ahead? Take me with you if you do. I feel like there's something very important to this world up ahead. Okay, so now I guess we have to go to both of their backgrounds. Now that we can get into both of their backgrounds. And what I'll do is I'll save up at the top. Just in case. We don't want to mess this up. That was so nerve-wracking. Who's that? Someone's there? You're... Oh. Oh. Once there was a mad painter. Oh, he was known as Mad... Huh? You knew my grandpa? Is she gonna tell the same story, I wonder? Wait, Mashiro, it looks like maybe she isn't aware of us? Rinzao had a wife, but he also had a relationship with a servant. With his wife, he had a child, Shinji. With the servant, he had a child, Tamaki. Rinzao's 2 children, born of different mothers. Huh? Tamaki was the illegitimate child of an affair, but because Shinji showed no interest in art, Rinzao's affection was often directed at Tamaki, who did have an interest in the arts. Tamaki learned art from Rinzao and, given deep love, grew in the shadow of the Usui family. But these irregular days couldn't last. When Tamaki turned 12, Rinzao's wife learned of her existence. Rinzao divorced his wife, but gave Tamaki and her mother the same love as ever. Thus far, no tragedy had occurred. But then, Tamaki turned 18. Rinzao made an unforgivable mistake. Yeah, well, you know. He had a liaison with Tamaki, his own daughter, and impregnated her. Well, you know. Not as surprising the second time. It is, it's shocking, but Tamaki was deeply wounded and feared Rinzao and with her mother. She fled from him. But the child she bore had done no wrong, so she decided to birth the child of her father. So Tamaki had a daughter. I wonder if it was the crush. A daughter between parent and child? Tamaki thought she couldn't live a normal happy life, but luckily, 2 years later, she had a proper marriage. Safely having a son with her husband, connecting all the dots, Tamaki began to get back on her feet. However, she never fully did. The mental wounds Tamaki had suffered went even deeper than she imagined. When her now-grown daughter, with Rinzao, began doing art at school, Tamaki's own old wounds ached. It gave her flashbacks of Rinzao, of that fear she had of him. Tamaki struggled to give her daughter affection. It took all she had not to take out negative emotions on her. Tamaki's mind quickly crumbled under the weight. And one day, Tamaki killed her daughter. Oh. So it wasn't suicide. Tamaki fell to pieces. She came to feel animosity not only toward Rinzao, but all the Usuis. Unable to see any hope ahead, she fell upon the despair behind. Rinzao died of natural causes a few years later. And while she had the right to his inheritance, she refused to take it. She wouldn't even let it go to the eldest son, Shinji. Then at last, Tamaki, who had kept living despite having broken long ago, met her end. When she learned the son she had with her husband was becoming friends with Shinji's daughter. You mean, Tamaki tried to take out Shinji's daughter. The Usui who dare... Oh, she was driving the car. Oh my god. Okay. The Usui who dared come near her pure son. But when she drove madly down the road to kill her, she ran over her own son by mistake. Tamaki realized that this was the end, so she took her own life to escape the despair. No way, that's so messed up. That woman's soul is bound here, unlike the other souls, the world is forcing her to be here. Tamaki's soul is now bound in death, so that she can't escape, but must face the facts. This is surely my punishment. And then I think she's gonna say about what we already said. Let's go, Mashiro. We shouldn't stay here any longer. And that happened. That was so depressing. Oh, I want an adult. Okay. So we'll take him to go see his past or my grandfather, the creepy. I mean, I guess she was I mean, it's incestuous. It's not like pedophile incestuous, I suppose. I don't know. It's weird. It's just gross either way. Let's just call it gross. I don't know why I tried to rationalize that for a second. I was like, well, Ryotaro likes children, so... Weird people. Okay, so we'll just skip through most of this. If you missed the last episode, we found out that... Oh, I guess you found it out this episode too. This is our grandfather who had an affair with his illegitimate daughter. Basically, that's all. Like the other story, even though it's more depressing. I mean, the mom's story was way more depressing. But this one had way less information in it, really. Just that he wanted to give Tamaki money. She wouldn't take it. And so... Okay. The story is just... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we can release both their souls. Oops, that's where I wanted to go. Yeah, let's release hers first, because, or, I guess, you opened that other one, right? I'm sure this will open for you too. But I wanted to talk to both of you. Are they both gonna... They both want to come in with me? Oh, okay. So they don't want to disappear yet. So it did open. Now the next path for you to take is clear. You just ended up saving our butts the whole time, huh, Mashiro? Huh. Without you, doubt we would have found any mirrors. You have the right to know what I know. In fact, I want you to know. I need to talk to you. I know a thing or two about your parents. I need to tell you some things too. About who I am and why I'm here, and about Tamaki's daughter. Oh, Tamaki! Who's this? It's Tamaki! Get out! Stop! Don't meddle anymore! Give back my world! Run, you two! Through the door! Oh, poor Tamaki. Whoa! Is it chasing us? Oh, there's gonna be gameplay. We'll talk later. Just run to somewhere we can hide. Okay then. Okay. Yes. Oh, well, I have more than 5 save files. Okay. This in 5 file 6. Looks like we've gotten away for now. Okay, let's get started. Oh, it's gonna be sad. Are we safe here? I don't sense her chasing anymore. What in the world was that? I'm about to explain that. Come on, chill. I know who that is. Say what? I'm Yuzu Hanasaki, a middle schooler who committed suicide at 15 at Mirror Lake. The reason I killed myself was, to put it bluntly, to meet a girl I loved. Someone had killed her at Mirror Lake. It made me extremely sad. So I read all these books on black magic and killed myself to go to the afterlife. To die at the same place exactly a year later, it said that would work. I think it's a different afterlife than what the book meant, but ultimately I came to this world. But it seems there was something to be gained here. That girl, she always said, she was someone who shouldn't have existed. I always found it weird and wondered why it was. But I found out now. Because her father and her grandfather were the same person. She was born between a girl and her own father, between Tamaki Hinohara and Rinzao Yusui. Her very birth was taboo. That shadow was Yutsuro Hara. Even as she is, I can tell clearly. Because my wish was to meet Yutsuro one more time. Yutsuro Hinohara. That's Ayaoto's. But to look at the way she does now, I wonder what the story is there. But I can't go away just yet. I need to talk to Yutsuro more directly or my wish won't be considered granted. Give it back. That voice. Let's get moving. We can have a chat now, so run. We can't have a chat now, so run. Okay. What's gonna happen? This is way more story than I expected to get. I was like, I thought maybe it would be... Okay, so we can't talk to him yet. I should have saved. Oh crap. Okay, that's why we save. That's why you always leave a note. Okay. I have to talk to her. Let's skip through quickly. And then we'll save. Boo, 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 boo. So one. Very first taboo, yada 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 yada. Okay, I've got a second, so let's save. No, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. We have to stay on this side. Okay, there we go. So we have to talk to him now. Save. She's really stubborn, isn't she? If it were me, I'd have thrown in the towel after all that chasing. Okay, if he just starts to get the same speed, we'll just skip through it. Your parents really loved you. Stuff was stressful. Did we outrun her? Seems so. I don't think she's giving chase. I think the goal is close by. I don't know what'll be up ahead, so I just want to get this out. Okay, yeah, it's the same speech, just in a different room. Is he gonna vanish now? So, like, he's gonna leave me and girl over here to run it out. This door you're able to open, and there's something more important for you here. If you're telling me that, then where should my wish to erase my same exact speech? Same exact speech. Okay. Save. And then we'll go in the store. Well, okay. Why would she do that? I know why she'd do that. Huh? Hey. Ayato, why are you here? And then broken all the mirrors, yada 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 yada. Actors. Whoa. Pants. Okay. Once a deceased girl wished at Mirror Lake. She wasn't able to fulfill it. She broke down, went into darkness. She's here, which is different. There are a bunch of people here that weren't here last time. That was Yutsuro Hinohara? Yes, she wonders this world even now. Sister? Several years later, so that the world. The world thought. I was made ruler of this world? Da da da. The boy's soul. Okay, they're gonna ask me to kill him. What's the problem? Da 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 da. It's okay if you kill me. Okay, I just have to be careful because I don't want to click past. See. Because it's coming up, I think. Oh, he's here that time to hear me say that. That's nice. And that's not all. Seeing Yuzu and Yutsuro, I had a thought. If Yutsuro's life had never existed, what would become of Yuzu's feelings? Desperately turning to black magic, killing herself, and wandering this world for years? All to finally realize her wish to meet her again? What would become of that? I'll make the choice to grant that wish or not, but I want Yutsuro to see this out too, because it's her wish, and this is her world I inherited. If only in pieces, learning about Yutsuro from the mirrors has fulfilled the mirror's purpose. Ayato and Yuzu are both here with these two. I'm sure we can get Yutsuro's memories back. Indeed, maybe a little of it. Really? Sister? Mem? Ori? Listen, Yutsuro Hinohara, you need to remember your birth, your death, and the one who loved you. You need to do that. Shaking my finger. Bashir spoke at length of the things she'd seen and heard in this world. Her mother Tamaki, her father Rinzao, and the Hinohara family she lived with, Yuzu. She spoke as Yutsuro's mirror, all that she knew. Oh, I'm her mirror. Oh, look, she's back. I see. I haven't felt this in a long time. Yutsuro? Yuzu, you fool. I told you to forget about me if I died. Well, I couldn't. Is that you, sister? It is, Ayato. So even you ended up here. My fault. Oops. I didn't intend to hand this world over to you. I was even thinking of killing you to forcibly take it back. Even more so, now that I've remembered my wish, I want to erase my mother, my true father, myself. But alas, I've become indebted. It's a fact that if you hadn't been here, my mind would have stayed fragmented forever. Do as you like before I change my mind. Thanks for not stabbing me. My choice is... I won't grant my wish. I won't do it. I can't do it anymore. Dad's secret distress, Mom's painful effort, even Ryoto's unusual concern for me. I can't just make it all be gone. And that's not all. For every mirror I broke, I'll vanish from the lives of the people I knew. And I'll also vanish from Ayato's world. But then what did Ayato die for? What did Tamaki step on the accelerator for? He's like, wait, what? I wasn't in that room for that conversation. If it were just me, then fine. But to control the feelings of the people around me, I have no right. That's not my wish anymore. Okay, da-da. Yeah, I am giving up my wish. Da-da-da. I'm not dead. Failed attempt. Maybe I'll live. Because I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. I want you to prove that giving up that wish was the right thing to do. Smile for my sister. Oh, that's my dream too. I'll try my best. There are people who value you. There are people who'd be sad about your death. It may be a bit warped, admittedly, but I'm one of them. The world's not that much of a disappointment, you see. So I've done my best to encourage you. You're really something, you know. You've really picked yourself back up. You went and learned not only your own wish, but mine, Yuzu's, Yutsuro's. Old Ryoto won't say much more. Try to get along with Sis when you get back. Right, I'll try to face with her. Thank you, Mashiro. Because of you, I could get my memories and my wish. I learned about Yutsuro's birth and death and got to talk to her once more. I'm satisfied now, I really am. Maybe returning to life won't mean happy things all the time, Mashiro, but I'm sure you can get up and walk again, since you've saved so many people here. Mashiro I'd lost from the moment I broke, I suppose. I won't pull any mischief. I can accept this result, though I can't say I'm entirely satisfied. Ayato, who adored me as his sister, and Yuzu, who needed me in her life. I'm glad for the fact that I could talk with the two of them last time. Yet I'll fade away still resenting that man Rinzao, that woman Tamaki. Surely I can be forgiven for that. That's true. Sorry for taking over your world. Peace. You can't solve all your problems with finger guns. That's where you're wrong. Sheesh, 7 years and it all ends like this. I suppose as a ruler I'm satisfied, I suppose. Oh, sorry. And, that's good. Oh, no. Want to get back and things settle down, you should visit my atelier. It's not complete, of course, but I want you to see the painting you modeled for someday. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little scared of, okay, this part we've already seen. Okay. Mom, yeah, Mom. Okay, Mother was shocked. Mom. Okay. All stuff we already read. Oh, this is different. Mashiro Yusui, is it? Hello, I'm Seki Hinohara. A few days after I left the hospital, a man came to visit me. His last name sounded familiar. Could you be Ayato's? Yes, thank you for getting along with Ayato. Seki Hinohara was Ayato's father, which meant he was the one who married Tamaki, and he was the father who Yutsuro grew up with. I'm not sure if I should be saying this, but I'm really glad you regained consciousness. The driver who sped toward you and Ayato, she's no longer with us. I know, I met her. Her body was found at Mirror Lake in a car that went up in flames. He met Tamaki, his wife, and it's weird that he's talking around it. But from Seki's perspective, it would be impossible for me to know Tamaki. I felt it would be better to stay silent than to confuse him with unnecessary remarks. She was my wife. Okay, he is bringing it up. It's not as weird then. We met each other at school. She was a humble, art-loving, somewhat naive woman with a radiant smile. Her final sin came at the end of a long sorrow, but I won't ask you to forgive her. Still, if it's alright, could you visit Ayato's grave with me sometime? Of course! Not only Ayato, but Yutsuro and Tamaki. Now, maybe I could offer them prayers. Like, this woman killed all of her children. All of them. Okay, I want to see the painting. It feels nostalgic. I'll look at Ayato's painting. Come on. Come on. Easel. Is there something else to look at? Okay. I'm just gonna assume that this is... It might sound sort of trite, but I want you to live my sister's share. I want you to prove that giving up that wish was the right thing to do. Smile for my sister. That's my dream too. Oh. Because it kind of looks like both of us. Ayato? It's... I'm smiling! It's not a dream anymore. Oh, that was so... Oh, that was... I'm very glad that I, stuck around for... Or went back and got the final ending. Like, I'm not displeased with the ending I got first. I made a mistake that really anyone could have made without knowing exactly what to do. But I'm glad I went back. It was totally worth it. And I know this episode ran way longer. It could have been 2 episodes, but I kept thinking, there's not too much left. Woo! But, oh man. Like, the ending's hard. Like, I feel good on the inside. Like, I know all these bad things happened. Like, all the incest and the weird, maybe pedophilia and the suicide and everyone's dead and everyone's killed themselves and everyone's mother is killing all their children and whatnot. But yeah, when you add up all the sad stuff that happened in this game, but the story was just, it was good. It was. She's gonna go live a good life, and I'm never gonna look at statues the same way because I think they'll kill me. But that ending was definitely worth it. Okay. Definitely worth it. And I definitely recommend this game, and I'll put the link to where I found it on RPG Maker in the comments of this episode. Because even if you've watched me play the entire thing, play the game yourself. It's just, oh, it's nerve-wracking, and it makes your heart race, and it's just good. The game was good. And you guys got to see the credits a second time. Good for you. Applaud the people that made it, because they did a really good job. Oh no, I've always wanted to go to one of her exhibitions. Sure enough, she carries the blood of the mad genius Rinzao Yusui. I thought I saw the Rinzao touch too at first, but she's self-taught. It's totally different from Rinzao's art. Huh, I suppose so. How unusual. In her 20s and climbing so high with her own style. She's not just riding off her ancestor. Rinzao was realistic, while she's more impressionist. That's true, I did feel Mirror World was too unusually abstract for Rinzao's style. Oh, Mirror World. Seeing is believing. You can tell the unique mood in her art from a glance. True. And now I'm getting excited to see it. Her most famous masterpiece of all, her fantasy to live in a dream within a white canvas. Oh. That was a nice little touch too. It's nice to know that she's gonna grow up and do good things. And okay. Okay. So I have got to leave. So I will see you guys later. Have a glorious night or day or whatever. And I will see you guys for another episode of Shepherdmancer. And then I will choose a new game to start. I hope things live up. Have a great day.